Мощный. Тю. Ай-яй-яй-яй.
Best instinct was to get him out of the water because he was just freezing and there was still
Hey.
there. Even when I put him on the side, I could feel the pulse and I could feel the breathing. So, I mean, I can't remember the time lapse or anything, but I just felt a gentle breath from him on the back of my hand.
Опа.
As I started speaking to him, he kind of feel a bit of movement in his body.
Не-не-не.
He was alive then. A lot of these jobs, and it's often the case in every time we're all served out there, so I have my doubts that we could actually line him in with the assistance of all that, so yeah,
Оп.
dead.
На таком вообще класс. Жой, ты дип. А вообще, блин.
Yeah, really good. Very
2000. Собирал. Больше не любит.
yeah, it's a good feeling.
Блин, классный. Сейчас я... Блин. Блин. Макс, он вообще удобно. Чё тут? Чё ты? Шук? Чё? Чё? Стал. Чё? 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 О, поехал. Опять идиот! Идиот! О, идиот! Ну куда, блин? Ой, да... Задолбал, блин. О, да подожди ты, идиот! Вот!
And they spot a guy who's well known to police. And he's
Эту туда его. И ту сторону. Идиоты. Что? Это с этой стороны убирай, а того на ту сторону.
What are you doing with this plant? What are you doing down the stairs?
Идиот, идиот. Не мешай, не мешай.
I've been watching you for minutes now.
Что ты надо сделать еще?
Search you okay? Yep, hands out, folks, holding the ledge. Nothing hidden, no guns, no bombs or anything. Do you want to stand while it's suspicious, man? You're standing out here, and you walk to the property, and you come out with a plant. Very unusual. We're still checking. And worth for some mud, okay? Yeah, you hang your hat up for me. I'm going to have a chat to the owner of this house and see if things are that. What the hell are you? That's the guy from the Burger place.
Капец, туман, все.
Your property, you don't have any gardener or any lawnsman or anything like that. Your story just didn't add up. Just all over the place, so... Whose is all this? Yours? Why are you carrying coral? Because obviously...
Давай с этой стороны не стой.
If we find you here today, you're stealing another pot. As I said, you're under arrest, you're not free to leave.
Ну, ты мне не мешал.
I don't believe you about the other pot or the hose.
Все, закончил с эти деревья.
Put your thumbs there, just on the red pad, press down. He's going to be issued with a field court attendance notice.
Блин, слушай, капец. Ё-моё.
The items that we found in the bag on his bike. and he's going to be charged with stealing in relation to the copper we found when we initially spoke.
Перебудно. О, супер, будно. О. Ждай, пока вырастут. Все.
It's Friday night, and Lisa and Nathan are racing to an out-of-control blaze and won't.
Писал. А это чему? Ребят, это дом. А вот это. Вот тут фамилия.
And they drive to find a massive fire-burning headset.
Да, тоже. У них, по-моему, еще один есть. Тут гараж есть. А, понятно. Не хватает. А, не настоящий. Еще один дом. Да. Думаю, спать. Ну это вообще, по-моему, два их. Там на ферме там еще один. Все, предупреждать. А я знаю, что недолго растут.
And he's not your leader.
Тебе оно не надо уже. Что здесь? Что там сейчас? Какой тут братик, какой-то братик не надо. Еще не надо, потом опять пассажиры нет. Але гараж там что брать. Я случай как пес. Ой. А блин, ты what? Так, стоит. Если будет надо, то лучше. Я знаю. С братом хотел. Пока не надо. Что-то ты, блин, не работает. Стоп, там еще одну добрал. Что-то сажалка или как это. О, мое, это огромное. Идиот. Речку, траву. А мы на девятом эти деревья. А сколько угодно. Так. До октября-ноября все сидит. Так круглый год ему сидит. И до февраля, целый год. Только не знаю на каком.
It's been a busy morning.
Вот тут у меня это.
Where the magistrate's been hearing over 70.
Второй нам нужна известь, блин. Первого не надо.
And police have just set up an operation to catch people attempting to drive, even though the courts have just cancelled their license.
Hey guys, so number 36 is active now. The car's a grey Ford Fiesta.
Женился? Тысяч.
Being straight told him disqualified for 3 months, do not drive. And he had someone following him, and he's just gone straight out of the court, walked to his car and driven. Yeah, guy went to Civic Street. The reason why I've been stopped, okay, you've been disqualified at the court from driving for 3 months. Okay?
Четыре дома идем.
Just would stop the car to see my friend. I want drive.
Четыре.
Well, yeah, you've already driven.
Just to put the car here.
Yes,
Sorry.
man.
Just to see my friend.
If your car was parked, and then you got in your car, and then drove
Dave,
away.
David.
But
You got your identification there, sir?
yes, that's
He said that he was just moving the car to a location where he could park legally.
Он пшеница
He's going
есть.
to call his friend to come and pick him up. You need your friend to come and get you.
because he was coming and I just want to get another penalty. So I just take the car from that, but here.
The magistrate told you not to drive, and you drove.
Please understand my position.
I understand you've got a phone there. You rang your friend to come and pick you up. He could have done it. All right?
You wasn't.
Just sit down there, wait there, and I won't keep you up.
Ah,
Okay?
man, come on, man. Ah, this can't be true.
It's fairly serious to just disregard what the magistrate has told him. It's a fairly serious matter, and the magistrate won't look too kindly upon that when he goes back.
На первого садится уже пшеница.
Okay, sir.
Как они там,
There's that. That. Court tenant's notice. No drinking would be at the family court. Somebody got that job.
да.
Big charge of gold on this thing.
Just my
Я он купил эту продал.
Understand that, but you can explain that to the magistrate.
Цветы.
It's pretty clear. The magistrate said to you, you cannot drive when you drive.
Can I talk with the magistrate?
You can on the 26th of March.
Can I be on jail?
There is provision for jail, but unlikely.
And
I wouldn't think so.
deported?
I wouldn't think so. Right, but I'm sure I can say to you is why not tell you if you cannot drive? Okay? Alright, you're good to go. In the end, I think he thought what he was doing was okay. It was okay for him to, as he says, go and move his car. So he's looking at a very lengthy period of time off the road.
How do you, man? 15 years old.
Years old.
All you do is get my At this point, it's like you know that you're under arrest.
Okay, so we've just finished another job. We've had a German guy just come up to us then and tell us that his little brother who's over from Germany has only been here a couple of days, gone missing.
Еще с краю его брать надо.
He jumped off and thinking that he's had a big might stand skew. They've turned it back on him for a minute and he's just gone. Hey on, hey on, hey on. It's not in the playground. He doesn't know the area, doesn't probably have any money on him since he's with his brother. Like, he doesn't speak the language very well. Being intoxicated, he can get into all sorts of trouble. Oh, there he is. Hey on. Leo, wake up. He's out. Leo. We found old mate having a bit of a kip next to the tennis court. You alright, mate?
Your brother's looking for you. And he can't find you.
That's probably him calling you now.
Заснул бы уже.
Big night.
Ну, что такой же звонок.
I'm baby.
You're in cold.
Yeah. Well,
И он там, а он.
Still in Manly.
Ну, такой, давай.
Are you able to jump up there? Yeah? Yeah, he's just down.
Опять 34. Знаешь, это похоже. Оп. Погоди.
Obviously not have family
Сколько у него? 2 часа намотал. Ого. 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 Я тебе все, все живое. Щепу тоже. Камни тоже. Вот тут.
There it is. An EV with up to 10 years warranty. Suzuki, good difference. This is Sydney's Northern Beaches. It's a playground for sun lovers,
Сколько слышно.
where every day is a celebration. That keeps the cops busy. So when things get too hot,
Okay, listen. You need to leave. Can you give me your ID, please? No.
these cops keep it cool.
Вот это такое удобрение надо. Что там здесь? Сюда, по-моему. Да. Так его убрать надо сначала, но не получится. Ну, с камнем проверим. Сколько там нет уже. Ну, пришли с камнями. И эти грибы, и овощи. Что? Ну, еще. О, сколько? Это мало.
So you've been gardening tonight? In your undies?
It's been a standard Wednesday night on the job. Until Gibbo and Terry get an urgent call out to a man threatening to cause harm.
this guy's got a baseball bat and he's going off his tree, so I'll get there quick.
90%. Что-то как-то мало. Сомнительно, блин. А вот тут... А пока еще нормально. 4000 где-то хватит, 1000 хватит.
Creatures going on. We're about 5 minutes away. We're on a Harbour Road right now.
Работает. Нормально, отлично, классно. Пока воды не надо. Лучше долить.
As the guys get closer to the building, they can see and hear the man as he rages inside the cave.
Got blood coming on down the side of his face. Pretty crazy. Looks like he's
Да, это вот пока нам
Got
все
paid
проходит.
nice. Found these chuck petrol all over the neighbour's unit as well. So, get the fire is here. In case he wants to set himself on fire. I think he needs some pretty urgent help. He's on John, take the seat and negotiate with him.
And all the petrol he's thrown around has made the area dangerous. So Gibbo needs to keep people away.
So you just do me a favour to stay up. Oh, thank you. I'm just watching a window. Got an apartment area. She's watching the other window. Looks like it's like the back office of the warehouse. We're just going to make sure he doesn't shoot out the window. Karen?
Yep. So he's just come out and there's a room here.
He's still waiting.
Yeah, he's still waiting. Just got from one of the neighbours. Both windows inside of the property, so I can up and downstairs block. And he's seen us standing here and then he's walked back. Short red box, brown hair. He's pretty furious actually. He's real angry, so
I would say the immediate danger is fire. It smells pretty strongly. Let's go.
Goes there.
Gibbo gets everyone out of the way because no one's ever sure how this type of situation will end.
I need you to stay in your unit tonight, okay? Alright, so you just... No barbecue. I need you to turn all the flames off, please. No smoking. We've got petrol floating around here. We need all the flames off. Okay? I need you to stay in your unit. You need to come out. Talk to me through your window, please. Thank you.
And if this guy is affected by ice, it just makes a bad situation even more predictable.
Usually when they're drunk, it's just impossible to reason with anyone who's drunk. Because they're all right. When they're drug affected, the ice is just really hard. Really, really hard. That's why I've got such a response tonight.
Oh.
Taking it so seriously. We have to leave. You right here?
yeah. I'm good.
So, speaking of outside of here, you know, that's from the Hawkins side. Also sending a machete in the back room. Sort of mines just located all around the room. We don't
Что мало, друзья, помогали много нам. Правильно делают.
So we've got a taser at the front door and the other taser in the back here. So if we can get him out to the hospital, that's
And then, unbelievably, the man walks out in front of the building and gives himself up.
Вот я дома.
And he's in a real state.
He sat down all the way down, paramedics got drugged all of him, the blood. Took a number of cocktails to get all, wasn't too keen on any of us touching him.
He's fine. He's very carrying
Calm down. Nice, quick, calm down.
Okay.
They're shaking.
back and tell you how to go through with it.
Finally, he's sedated.
I didn't know. Could have set himself on fire. Few other gas cylinders in there and petrol tank. Okay. Bad situation. No one got injured. Good outcome.
Job here online from the stage for the sign outside of the grade. So extension towards this one will get close to a hand on the side. So I'm being shown up before. So this will be a first for me. It sounds like they're just placing the sign there. Right. Interesting getting into the benches though.
There, the motivated scientists are very against and this was looking here, so there's quite a few more dropping on the road. And just up the road, the situation is more serious, as the anti-Muslim signs have been placed right outside the house.
And extend.
We've already been touched by people supply and they've established that people are taking this vaccine.
But the first president about 6 this morning, so everybody maybe have done someone who was here at 6. See if they notice it.
They understand that it's not happening in Australia and we think that this is an expectation. So you see this that pulse.
It's sort of fascinating because I'm pretty sure that this is swimming football and skating segments of sort of lots against them.
Any song? And the end, get the things straight away. That's the forest with an inability that they've got to convert. We never had this before. Frankly, it's just offensive. It's not offensive. It's not offensive.
The fire is turned on during the summers. It's a more negative parts in the area.
Fire is told us that we're focused on the telegraph poles, like right down the road, parallel, and those communities people get caught fire.
We value those fleets in this country, but there's no way in the world we can accept this sort of thing. It's offensive, it's derogatory, it's unfair, it doesn't help this country anymore. Mindfulness will take action on us every day. We'll be investigating this matter further. I'll get those signed independent and chase these people down.
It's a busy Saturday night. I'm lying naked in the street policing team. Takes me their 12-hour shift walking down this big. They've just walked deadly vehicles in Italy.
course, one guy stand up and say, what's something to his left man? Everybody down there.
It seems the effects of that jump are I mean, it's funny, but it's a big trouble.
We don't take action on that. People just watching it walk around. It starts to look a bit foolish. At the end of the day, it's not violent. Yes, that will. Maybe if they can the other group take the form program. It's still getting the front, go back to some program. No extra cutting anyway. Is that good?
I don't think they're wrong, but that isn't good.
Don't get marijuana. Come over here. Don't get marijuana. Pick that up for me, mate. Right there. Who's going to watch your place? That's around the corner. We'll sort it out. My first book was get rid of all from the 42 months. Not that I smell huge amount. See that? Really? This is the famous person I mentioned here, so I've got your details here.
And he's kind of lucky, because he's getting off the precautions.
So that's your caution. We didn't lie to us about that. But you expect that. That's what we do. Don't make friends come out and stay and the rest of the night.
You probably know this the best of business cards. But did you know he also got these? Those. Definitely yes. Actually, no, you pick with lasers. So we can check that out with the laser. That's a mystery notice here. There's no good. So I set up in my meetings, I'd say she's with Rex. She provided me a statement, and she said that she's speaking to the safety. She's going to so I'm on the radio, about to go survey me. We also have information that he does school hospital, so we'll be I normally big tomorrow, we have about 200 students each month, and 30 of those are folks who come myself. Generally, 80% are female victims.
We had one registered to him. The victim also states that she's there across going the house as well, but we're not sure where it's at, so we're just going to ask a few questions when we get there.
Can be a little bit daunting. They're all residents from the other time. You really don't know how to feel.
And she said that she's come home one night and she's found the step of the platform facing the hallway where she had to go. She found it and she's quite upset when she reported it. And he said, well, I want to call it your mate for her. And she's like, yeah.
So obviously it's risky when we attend places first times. So the plan is to go to his house and serve the AD and explain the situation as best we can.
The man is inside with his
weapons, waiting for the police. The woman coming. It's long enough. We had fire already.
So this is fire. You must myself less grass threatened, otherwise impede the protected person.
So, and where's the lake? There's a crossbow here as well.
The crossbow in question is in fact a bow and arrow, which doesn't require a license, so only the rifle is safe.
Yeah.
He said he had a potential plan, then when he realised that he was doing the fire attack, he realised that they had
Keep the one. Yep, get ready for it.
That's 2.5. Take it.
I think it goes across back to the state with a big dip. It was quite evident that she could stand. There was recently a job broadcast in jail for a girl and touched her and told the same that with the past year that they were trying to go and have a look at what's been There it is. I can't wear it. I don't think it's wear all anymore. So it looks like people were driving up the road and they put the accelerator on the brake and they see that side of the road. Collide with my vehicle, the front end, and it puts my car back into another car and then that car back into the road. It's yours bad. Back into my back into your local curve. They're all actually color cops on day one. So the 3 cars that got hit were myself and two. But you guys are telling me that my car is like too much real life. I think it's the rider. I don't think it's got much hope, really. When they moved the other vehicle away, just trying to reach the fella. That gets some good damage there, so I'm not holding my breath to get that one back, but whatever. My boots got a lot of stuff in it at the moment, so I'm going to have to recruit a few people to help me move everything out. Alright. I still have a lot of people in there that I'm just going to shovel and come back.
Two ticket rugs, 6 heavy bread.
They know, come on. Today's car's wrecking in front of your local
She's got another job in Manly at the moment. The bad news.
There's 3 officers.
You know what's going to be terrible? I think like that. It's going to be great.
Let's just smooth things down. Got to steer through the river. We've been in a job for a while. Puts things in perspective. At the end of the day, We're all okay. We'll get the coffee. We'll go play. It's really worth coming out now. It's actually one of the people that are investing in it. Something such a good thing.
This is Sydney's religious. It's a playground for sunrise. And every day is a celebration. Keeps the kids busy. So when things get too hot, these pups keep it cool. To Edward. This house is seconds away from relaxing.
Then you've got to get out of your house. That house across the road, you're going to go and do a set of the match.
Looking at it inside the family.
Nicole and Brendan face their toughest day.
I work for first kids and those ones that
No, he isn't following this guy's story. It's tonight. Beach house. Recent storms have devastated parts of Sydney's northern beaches. Flooding rains have caused mayhem throughout the suburbs, leaving some homes damaged and others literally on the edge of disaster.
We're going to go to Carnival. I'm going to go check out your house.
It's heading to a job here. This is the Australian government again. Weather. Climate change. This house. Weather. Be careful. No one.
And the council sent us over here to go assess it, and he's going to read names and stuff like that.
That'd be pretty scary to see.
Yvonne Price consulted the council engineers to get the lay of the land.
It's the journey it's called foundations of scale up. So it's overheating, it's foundations, it's all foundations of service. So
That house doesn't go all the same.
this is the worst one I've seen. It's something that's up there. The old house. It's bigger and wrong.
They already what all been through help. They were
But you got to get out of your house. That house across the road, you're going to go east. Well, you might just get all up the lake. I don't think we're going to do it. They'll also instruct the shoes yet. And we clear all the houses, whatever the details, they're asking for some banners, it doesn't matter. But that's very safe.
yeah, we're going to get you to move on down the big house there and you want to go to the deal with, we're going there, we'll spot it.
I did go, when I looked at it, it was sort of running on access, there rocks on it.
there are a couple of screen doors or something. And I've made the call because I know what to do in that area. It's too dangerous to do that area. Yeah, our commander's here. He's taking control of the whole site. He's taking control of everyone. He's directed they would sacrifice to let anyone in. I reckon fire inspector tried walking through and trying to stop him. It's a bit awkward. Got my job to do. Get a go away. Yeah. A tendency I heard some glass.
With the situation becoming more and more unpredictable by the second, engineers have decided to do an uncontrolled demolition.
We have to go to. It's a particularly tricky demolition. As the engineers have said to us, that it may be messy.
And there's one more major concern.
But there's a number of phases in this process. The first one is that it's like 30 square metres of asbestos. And what we've done to mitigate that is we've got asbestos monitors around the place. And we're going to, as the house demolishes, we're going to set up sprays from the fire brigade that will clean up the yards. The house is going to be brought down with two things happening. First is a really high pressure water being directed at foundations, line, and at the same time there's a cable wrapped around the house, and that's pulling the house down. Like a gurney. We're going to drop down. You know how long the house is. So it's quite.
And it all just takes a few minutes.
Is this your address? Tell me what's happening in Spain and Portland. We've got quite a lot of security staff in the Spain hotel. And they're just informed us that patrons will play the paper machine, the side of the mic. That's a little horrible Sunday. Taking the screen. The only reason I think we've done it is we've told him we spent all the house. And we've done it to lose. Our kids don't want always fall in the place. Everybody's got it right. So throwing the glass at the wall to the machine. As of course, the damage to the machine. Yeah. He's claiming you can throw it at the machine, but looking at the machine, we direct him. If it's proven that you are the offender and this is what's happened, these boys are on the ground and to pay for the damage without being charged. He may be able to go down that way, otherwise I will be charged.
Unfortunately, malicious damage to property is not uncommon when people lose their cool.
We get damage quite a bit, whether it be machine damage, front door damage to a place where someone sits down and thinks big. Also giving them some move on direction from the CBD. Just like those things, unfortunately, and it's the good one because you've actually got quite who's done it. We've got a case with quite on stuff. We get all something, hopefully.
A hectic day on the roads as lawbreakers out in full force. And now, Natalie and Marcus pulled over a guy who was driving while talking on his phone.
Ran up and over just with your mobile phone. Yes, we are Ferry Road. Had the mobile phone up to your ear while driving.
We were staying for red light and we saw you pull out of Ferry Road. You had, I think you were next to a pump and you were talking. Do you like? Do you use the walkie-talkie or something to work? Nothing you have up next to your phone? Just call me.
This guy reckons he can explain everything.
He didn't admit to the offence, he just convinced he wasn't talking on the phone. We saw him at the traffic light and he was definitely talking on a phone. Show your ID.
Most people deny it. You get used to people telling the truth after a while.
So you don't have any idea why you don't think you were talking on anything. So we just did you think we could do anything? Sorry, I don't know if you're lying to us, but you were just in there talking.
So at the moment you're going to receive an encrypted email for driving while using mobile phone. I'm not going to argue it now. Basically, I'll make a ticket if you put it to the body. You've got it on the back there. You can either pay or you can go to court over now, okay? Yes, there you go.
That's all right, just don't do it again.
Yeah, just don't do it again. It's about $311 and 3 points of your license. I definitely saw it in your hand, so alright. Thanks for that.
Scotland, keep fares are gone. For good. You'll now pay the same train fare all day, every day. Good for getting away when the sun's out. Good for your pocket. Good for days out and making memories together. For good times, anytime. It's travel on your terms. It's business your way. Scotland, keep fares gone. For good.
PT.
fitness, but it is actually why do people rich live without children? Yes, we just live like which I would it's great. You really see it's been like it's blush off the sun, like one way, so it's different. Everyone will be also just people.
But Brendan was about to learn the odd day on the job for change.
Son's house, running pipe downstairs. He was actually 4 years old. He father to kids. It was quite sad.
Very few lots of joy that Steve teaching did that mission.
Personally, resonates with me. So I was 12, so I really called for his kids and I was quite upset. But I was really, really good there. He did a lot of the hands-on work. I was busy dealing with people that were there and got quite upset and grieving, trying to get information from them.
Looking after its own family, which is obviously whereas it's possible like before. To understand how the is being processed and that we've through.
You always remember the first moment. You always remember your senses, what you seen, what you felt, what you smelled, all those types of things. How you feeling? Yeah.
Got through it. That was a really good job.
Emotional.
Big running in first, but yeah, we won't go. Spoke to my parents about it. That's just really good. So, yeah, I was shocked. You can't believe so.
You're human at the end of the day when you're alive. You do have emotions, you do get affected by things.
They still teach you aspects of it. Very different incidents. Experience.
Over 7 million tourists visit Bethany every year to enjoy the laid-back lifestyle. Some of them take it a little too far.
Over here, and yes, they are on holidays, but they don't really seem to respect all the nearby residents. And it's a beautiful place to live in, and they do take advantage of that.
The problem with Jared just had a call out about 11 minutes ago.
Stop it.
days, but recently the last party started yesterday at around 5 p.m. I think, and they've been partying since then.
I'm pretty angry if I live nearby. All you could hear was partying all the time. Good time in the place.
Beach is on side of the party now.
Off in the party. But it's like midday, so there's no temperature to quiet down. There's disturbing from residents nearby, so hopefully we can get them to turn it off occasionally. I just had a coffee with the neighbour. Are they drinking or?
These visitors have been partying for 5 nights in a row. This sort of stint has been going for 19 hours straight.
Yeah. Okay. It's just in the background. Yeah. How long will we stay here?
So they're about to get their margin on the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
If you're in, it's not from someone here, it's actually from me. They've been complaining for quite a day. So all only complaining. Unfortunately, it's not a clean cut.
We get a lot of these jobs. They send them come to me and every party and drink a lot of stuff. We're just here to help out the residents nearby and the owners of the state police because every bloke intimidating them to come to the people and to actually stop them. So eviction notice has been served on you to leave the location within a week. So you understand that a week from today the location. So there's been no more party until see there's a lot of understand? No worries. They were a little bit surprised by the news, but then again, that's probably not the first time they'll get kicked out of that because whatever it be is. We would definitely consider those girls. We see them doing that. Yes.
Governors did this with anything.
This is Sydney's definitive city. It's a playground to sunrise. And every day is a celebration. It keeps things busy. So when things get too hot, these pups keep it cool.
you really see it coming up.
To Bedwin. Tonight, a young matchmaker is struggling with the simplest instructions. Things get rough and the taxi looking for help. And just when they thought they'd seen it all, absolutely unbeatable. It's another Saturday night down at Bedford, and as usual, too much booze has a lot to ask for. And just up the road, Laura and Beck are attending to another probable issue.
Bleeding. And another man who split feet, quite a few different causes. So,
The description of the guy in the fight is above the John's Bethany.
literally said, people may also get involved in male delays wearing no leather top. People with the spread. Potential. Someone who was working on another crew on scene who were trying to pick himself. He's been pushed in the face, bleeding, very intoxicated.
Police have been trying to give the injured man a lift home, but he's on little confused.
I know.
10 minutes later, they've managed to coax him down the stairs. But just when he gets close to the back of the van, he changes his mind.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be arrested. This is this.
And he shows his appreciation with a little bit of abuse. But still, the police persevere.
We're going to try to talk a bit. He, walking the straight line with the van. Unfortunately. You're walking freely. You're walking freely, you're not under arrest. You're not in trouble.
Finally, he's in the back of the van.
Okay, so that can be back to the police station. You would not believe it. Very reckless. It's like you know.
Early with the violence, with the what's going on.
Jeff and Guy were patrolling in Mark's park, and Jeff has just noticed the driver texting next to him.
That's it.
Yeah, she's got a iPad.
Yes, Jake, we're just driving along. It's nice to get early to the right. Looking down towards the back, she's being distracted. We actually see clearly in the reflection of the window beside her that she was scrolling through the messages on the iPad. Hey, young man. Are you there for a subject? Yeah, you're using your iPad. I asked her how she knew. Which is explains the messages she's scrolling through. Well, do you understand how dangerous it is, especially in the iPad? I mean, we can see a reflection of our iPad reading it there. I told you again how dangerous it was to use an iPad. The same as using a mobile phone. She puts herself on the road and uses like this. Which you tend to understand.
But texting's not the only thing she's done. She's also missing a key plate at the front of her car.
I think the front one I told you about the so those are when I spoke to her, she was I've got some sort of experience sort of working with it. She was thinking, she was still working with her. She still needs to exercise the road. It's a very exciting road. As well, so we did come to tell you about the what's going to happen if I take the lead from the show. To see what future has out for you and send it to you. That's it. Okay? Alright. See you later.
Then, yeah, and I'll just make a well, I couldn't stop because I couldn't stop. I was in the road and went to she's I'm going to eat pizza.
It's a wet night on the beaches.
I'm soaking up winter.
And along with the rain, the jobs keep pouring in. Now beach cops Ian and Beck have been called to a brawl on the street.
Just sort of go to the station, take a taxi driver and a passenger physically find him. So we're about 1 minute off the job and just sort of see what it is when we get there.
They've managed to break up the fight. But now they need to work out exactly what happened.
Do you need me to move your head? You're okay. Basically, we were 4 days ago with something. So, we're here and we settled down. And so, obviously, got that man stuck away.
While Beck talks to the cabbie, Leanne gets the other side of the story.
Yeah. This is the red. The deal I said, I booked a cab for people, brought in and another random person, which was a friend that I didn't have. The driver didn't speak English. The POI stated that he was racist and he didn't appreciate people didn't speak English. So he was swearing at him and calling him and whatever. Taxi driver pulled over here and told him to get out. The guy understand to open the door. This is a bit scary because the POI said that he got out and he was knocked over. But then the taxi driver says that the POI was not enough to open the door when he was in the taxi.
The stories differ on the bottom.
Did you hear something or did somebody else hear or?
And Leanne's just found someone who saw the whole thing.
She's not
And his mother heard the person of interest named William get told the son who came out and saw the house was being thrown. We're going to do a statement and take the letter. It's together, so thank you for it. So Good story.
Sky and Andrew are liaising with another team of officers to check on the SWATers house in the area.
We come back here every shift and we end up people here using the people coming in buying and selling drugs on location. They're just doing
There's no one there. They have found a few interesting items.
there's a couple of those bikes in there they stole from the train.
And they've put the value of the bike at about $400,000. They seized one of the bikes for further investigation. Then Sky noticed a familiar face across the road.
What's that doing?
The woman who was watched the last time.
Thanks for that. Last time I was here, two was over the location. Two warnings about trespassing at this location. And there in the past year as well. I've on that bag that you had last one and this little bag that you had last one. Stuff like that. Good stuff. What? Yeah. So what are they selling in their plastic bags at a fish shop? It's from the health shop. Stuff like fish shop. I don't know what I don't think for. It's steroids from health food shop. But the men buys them for us, so I think it's a true story, but yeah, there was no research of her. And then with that, no allowed. Oh yeah, you know, because I come back another day from there, I will charge you for trespass, okay? I will see you back down, you know exactly for the rest of the day, okay? Stay out of trouble. See ya. Yeah, it's kind of like cool.
Back at the station, Sky and Andrew found out where the bike came from.
If it turns out was stolen, we managed to track down owner
It's a guy from Melbourne, so
and the man that was reporting it from Cincinnati mentioned tickets.
It's 10 p.m. on Saturday. The RBT operation is running high. And the local paper has just revealed that the Northern Beaches is the drink-driving capital of New South Wales. So far, no driver has gone over the limit. But Stephen has just pulled over a young man who seems to be having trouble following simple directions. And that's suspicious.
He was travelling behind the taxi and entered the RBT side. The taxi's entered and he's failed where he's driven down past and stopped level with the test comes. He should have pulled in and tried to test the He's not followed this
And he's even finding it tough to follow the breath test instructions.
It's not difficult, you just blow. Yeah, blow. Just to let you know, three attempts at this, third attempt, it's a fail, or it's huge, you're arrested. Yeah, not blow, it's a breath attempt. Breathe in deep, lift around the shoe, and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and stop, yes. Grab that shoe. At this point, I'll just let you know that you're under arrest. Gentleman's followed by our breath test, so I'm taking you on RBT breath test. Is the right time to run on? You had something underneath.
This guy's from England and doesn't seem to know anything about our drink driving.
Yes, you know that. There was another possibility. Yeah, breath test. Yeah, basically, another job.
They're not.
Besides people, it's just everything. Or it's right. Yeah, why these that's the reason right. So the first two are very, very rapid. First two are just
So, with 5 schooners in an hour according to Bell,
and low. Keep going.
you might regret those last few beers.
You should have a sample, but really zero. We've just conducted a analysis, puts him into mid-range, and he's going to charge, and we'll get middle of the and he's driving privileges to do that.
And back home, you'd be well over the limit too.
He's visibly affected by that, and we consume a large amount of energy. It's frustrating not being able to work, and it's frustrating that they think they can drink Oscars beer in here, and it's good.
So now he knows if you booze, you lose in the land apple. In a suburban street in D1, cars crashed with 3 parked cars. The neighbours were out. The driver of the car was nowhere to be seen.
So the barrel is all tapped on the ignition, so it does appear that the driver may have just the keys off and wait to pull away.
And it seems the driver may have done the running for a reason.
It's maybe called stolen the okay. He was just going to work. So we look at the fact that he's got a back there. That's not stolen for sure. The incident sounds a little bit suspicious. It's been a report that he was stolen in 38 and we started about 15 minutes before that. So we sent another vehicle up to the owner's house to have a chat with him. It's possible for something like this.
While Michael breaks the bad news to the others,
Yeah, it's undrivable. Was it insured at all?
word comes through that the owner of the car has been found, but it's not what officers are expecting.
Lots of police were interviewing Redstone of the group on Apollo. He was claiming that he was driving the motor vehicle at the time, but then his wife came out and making emissions in regards to driving the vehicle. She said she's been down the road and lost control of the motor vehicle. Since then, that led to the location. She did state that she had a license of crime, so it is quite obvious that with her behaviour.
Unfortunately for everyone, this driver has no license, and that means no insurance.
His driving license suspended, so she'll get in trouble for that as well. More likely negligent driving as well. We are good.
This is Sydney's Northern beaches. It's a playground for some lovers, where every day is a celebration. That keeps the box busy. So when things get too hot,
What's one of the only ways you can follow
these cups keep it cool.
Making homemade bombs and leather dolls.
This is slick. Such a purse.
Where are you eating it?
It makes sense. It's really more impressive.
Nothing's a bad though. This is beachfront stuff. Sydney's coast has been rocked by a massive swell, closing most of the beaches. And while us more experienced surfers are making the most of it, there are some taking the biggest risk of their lives. Alex and Richard were responding to a callback along was victorious global. Where a jump has gone terribly wrong.
Okay, we're responding to a patient that's on the patient is on medical agenda. They've looked in the state of injuries. That's what we're down there. I get two questions. From what's there, as a kid, what's the
Richard and Alex can see a group of young boys below, but there's no sign of the person who jumped. So a rescue chopper is on standby, and surf lifesavers are already on their way to the local jet ski.
Audience, the boys just called out to protect the patient who's fallen in the boat hole. There's a pub there and we've got about 15 to 3 metres high. It's used as a right into the water. He's fallen off one of the ledges they used to climb up. And at this stage, the boys are currently on their way out now with jet ski.
Yeah, probably running and stuff. There are big green miles down there on the bridge, so like $100.
You can say pretty bad actually. Most of the beaches are very closed, including Rosewood, which makes it the low hole level water dangerous. Large water they actually get inside the cave. And inside the cave it's quite tight and swollen. Actually go really low. They get stuck in there. There's a little ledge. Lots of holding the light.
Well, it's renowned for safe areas for young kids and young adults. Really dangerous beaches and trying to get kids to stay away.
The lifesavers have reached the boy, and the situation is clear. He's jumped and become trapped in the cave.
Already jumped on that, see? Around there. Yep.
The only way to get him out is for the lifesaver to swim into the cave, so it's now a waiting game for everyone.
We made the jump quite safely. It's actually restraining back through the boat hole to get onto the rocks before he got into trouble. He's stuck inside the cave, but one of the lifeguards swung up the back of the jet ski into the cave, reassured him, and got him through the captain of the steps and swung him back out of the cave. The waiting jet ski was brought back into the paramedics.
So it's sort of from the blow hole. Oh, it's very dangerous. There's some ants in the water. And
people don't drive here, or seriously into it. You know, your college young kids, you just think, oh, no, please no. That's what it's so, it's huge. That's just, hey, get ahead, they're gone. I've got 3 kids, and this is one area that I've left to go to. I don't cover the beach, but I hear that the blow hole, I'd have been there, she was very, very good. Let's go.
Leave Manly CBD, leave the Corso. Just get up and walk over. Leave Manly Corso now, or you will be arrested. What are you doing? It's Saturday night in Manly, and reporter Brendan been called to a pub in the high school to deal with some unhappy hunters. Needs to be your ID. So, typical Saturday night, people, it's not even 8:30 yet, and we've just had a group that's been kicked out of the state over five guns and police people. Needs to be your ID.
Physically, you need a reason for it.
Yep.
Any proof of that?
You need proof of it.
He has actually got that.
Have you started?
I'm not, but yeah, otherwise.
Yeah, well, everyone knows the law and everyone's going to agree, and people just try any excuse to make it down yourself. One section of the movement.
No, you don't pay.
That's a little what?
Those things everyone knows what the police when they're drunk. They're pretty serious. Give me an ID. What are you?
What information we can listen to on social media. You want to read more? Yeah, but the legal
This Mexican standoff has been going for too long, so another team come in to assist. Finally, it's got sharp long enough to be given a move on direction. But they've walked around the corner and straight into another bar, where they've been thrown out again.
So, to be a cop, obviously, you need to have a very high tolerance for dealing with drugs, and we all want to have focus on the rest of the community, but at the end of the day, when you've had enough, hey, you have to leave Manly, you have to leave Manly, just walk directly out of Manly. Yeah. Up you go.
This week, these folks really drop units again.
The streets, and things are heating up.
Keep your things up and go.
And these folks are dealing with it also. Dan and Blake responding to a report about gunshots.
Yeah, basically blood right in a way. Shots, one getting firecracker. Obviously, things were called out. Yeah. He's running. Look up and run. Stop. Okay.
After a man chasing the dark, They've caught the runner, but another yellow light has appeared in the bushes and nearly something.
Obviously, if someone runs across one of those, stopped him, searched him, proved his identity. He had enough money, so that makes more than enough to prove what it was. But at that point, maybe it's from a firecracker. When I questioned them, I noticed they were bungers or a small firecracker.
Probably about in 20.
Yeah, right, like the show you can smoke with them. Just makes the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of a sudden, he just got his back in the spot. He might have got rid of what he was. You already smoked it for some money. Then yeah, we'll head back to your vehicle. We'll just get your ID on it, so just a photo ID. Bring old mate with you as well. While we take a script, people say it's and then you take off into the bush. All of a sudden, I'm chasing someone that may have it's back to we've had reason to believe that they may have issued drugs tonight. I've linked cannabis, that's got bloodshot. So it's got it back in. They shared a joint which they brought in.
They've fessed up to smoking drugs, but there's no potting or any sign of firecrackers. So the boys move on.
So you might be driving in and out. So you just have to look at it. Drive. I've still got suspicion that they may have thrown something or ditched something. They didn't stop until they had run their distance through the grass or through ditches and embankments. He gets one throw something.
But as Blake and Dan search the other side of the car, they find plastic bottles taped to the floors, and they're pretty liquid.
That's good. You can't really leave that here because we did use them. Since we released them in one direction, we found a few bottles strapped to the poles using some duct tape. Yeah, right. Yeah, fire razor has been just better location. Some started not adding up, so we went a little further, and that's obviously what I'm making, homemade bomb and leather bomb. So I thought, well, it all makes sense now. Now, but we just had the kids being filled in this bottle blowing them up. Due to the serious nature of the offence, that's the other players and the first were effective. And at the time, I don't believe even Buddy realised the seriousness of what they were doing. They believed it was a bit of a joke.
But it's serious. This boy was placed on a 12-month good behaviour bond for offensive behaviour. Telling a stranger that their loved one has passed away is one of the hardest things about being a cop.
Yeah.
The beach cops deliver far too many death lessons each week, and it's never busy.
I've typically used procedures with trauma, and they've all been completely different. Everyone's the unknown. I'm with you. Make sure we get all the
And now they have to bring news to the family that someone they love has died in reality, which is hard for everyone.
Yeah, you never know. She goes, maybe a call from the man and hopefully that will really know. That's the best part about it. think she got appreciate family.
Yeah, definitely.
And as the sun goes down and the night shift begins,
Did you do that? It's good.
it's a beautiful day at Sydney's northern beaches.
Really bring kids for this surfing.
But one guy has to ruin it for everybody with a swipe of road rage.
I don't. It's raging. You? We'll get him. We'll get him. Oh, yeah. He's just raging for some reason. That's why we couldn't matter. That license. You're a problem. So slow down with your anger, mate. Okay? Head in the dress road. Get your P plates on. Right on back. Wait for this check to come back and then we'll let you go. Yeah, just road rage. That's all it is. Got to settle down. Even learn that or beef? Yeah. Sergeant, somebody. They done that before, haven't you? Right, mate. Get a couple of tickets now. Wait, right? License what? You know, you don't meet them. Generally, when we see someone driving on the road, carrying on the way this guy did, the arms waving out the window swearing, get out from that. Much more difficult. Down the way. Either one or two. One. Sucks, I understand it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. He knows driving on a concrete, big crash with it somewhere. He's going to walk it out. What was he for? What's it for? I just love it. Ready to go.
Adam's running for the bus. Coming up, 3-year-old girl with colics.
Spence to public parents, rush in there, maybe help and scan them, actually strike it.
It's Saturday evening in February, and as the sun setting, Andrew and Louise have had a call out about a 3-year-old girl found on the road.
We've been pointed to a missing child who's been located by two guys walking past, seeing the child didn't go ourselves. We've kind of been around for 25 minutes, so we're just going to go and check it out, find public parents, rush in there, maybe feel scared and anxious right now.
The little girl was found on the cliff's edge by a couple out walking.
With a phone in.
We're walking along the path there in Walker. The little girl was just sitting by herself, playing with her toys, looking a little bit worried. So we just gave you guys a call. Yeah, hopefully that's going on. It's always makes you worry a little bit. We don't know outcome stuff as a little girl stuff.
Two other officers are already with the girl, and they're trying to find out where she's come from.
No, it's Richard. Today. Made in the fan.
we chatting to her for a little bit and decided to be doing the same thing. And she seems really calm. We know she's gone for a long walk, she's played in the sand. Other than that, details are pretty hard to get. I can imagine how frantic parents would be, especially any age child, a 3-year-old little girl, been missing for any period of time. We're probably only, 10 metres away from the place where we should be playing with toys. Yeah. So actually, we're just being told by a passerby that there's some frantic parents, so about 3 people down there looking for a little girl. So hopefully, we'll be able to have a reunite.
And the cheers sail along. Head down, down.
So it was really, really thankful for the young couple who just on their before they noticed something and without just going off, let it go or walking past, we've actually done the right thing. Just able to check in with them and ask where mummy and daddy are, and then if guys don't know, they've done the next best thing is to call us. Yeah, she did say that she goes a little from each and it's that way. And it's a long walk. Sounds good. Very good. Very good. I'll be quick. The parents can't be the worst for everyone. Saw the father. He was sprinting for his life. As soon as he saw me, he's like, oh, that's the leg. Okay, well, could have been worse.
This is Sydney Villages. It's a playground for some mothers. It's busy. So when things get too hot,
What's really dealing with it?
these guys keep it cool.
I'm making my bones and let it off.
Welcome to their world. This is Big Princess. It's Saturday night, and Maddie decided to walk on the side of Maddie.
I thought I'd check out you guys and run that area. This is usually a lot of alcohol-filled people hanging around. We're going to see a guy urinating against the seawall. Urinating. Disgusting. He reckons he got his foot and wrote it down there. And then when I asked him where he got his foot, he then said he put his foot further up. Where's the So he obviously had a big difference to keep his story straight. And then he went down there and went and ate. And then in the end, he admitted to urinating on the beach. But he's not aware that he admitted to urinating on the beach. And because we ended up smelling stink, I want you to go home now, okay? Yeah, alright, good boy. Fish, you go. Alright. So, what my automatic was dealing with the guy who was urinating on the wall, all the stuff, and this guy doing push-ups completely dangerous.
And although his friends think it's funny, these cops aren't so impressed.
So, in about 2 minutes, I got to see a man urinate, and then another man being fully naked doing push-ups and bending over backwards, basically. So, very good.
It seems every Tom, Dick, and Harry wants a piece of the action.
He gets charged, mate, for obscene exposure. He's pretty drunk, and he seems to think that it was an okay thing to do push-ups naked and leave 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. $50 it costs him to get naked. Well, that's what we call very little. You know the best thing about that? You already understand that I'm still walking. And my instinct was run. Yeah, my instinct was run away and then the one walking in front of you.
Jeff and Matt are off to visit a man who's found out something terrible about the recent death of another cat lovers.
Alright, so you're
all out saying Elvis, yeah, was in the gut. I bought the place in my so I think 2 young people and they felt like
you just spoken to that homeowner here, and he's told us that he found his cat dead out front of his house. Here with right outside the road. He's picked the cat up and buried it in the front yard. Until a couple of days later, so they've seen a young man kick the cat on Saturday night. So I see the brother in the days faded. Yeah, really kind of cut was going through the head of the okay from the kick the cat and cause injuries that would actually cause the death of the cat. We're pretty confident that we know who the person was that did this to the cat.
Elvis, very friendly, young along, he'd always come up to someone and drop to the floor and expect all the his belly.
Even showed various Christmas cards that some of them had a little gift sent to the cat. So it's quite well known in the area. So it's aggravated cruelty to animals. It's quite a serious offence. So it's a very serious one. Very serious. The next step is going to be inspecting this young man and see what he has to say about it.
It's just part of the creature.
The station with the RSPCA has recommended they dig up poor old Elvis for x-rays to see how he died. So now it means a trip back to the owner's house would be unpleasant news.
sorry about this. As a pet owner, I've had many cats in my life, dogs, and I can relate to how it's feeling right now. They become very valuable parts of the family, and I really feel for these men losing his cat.
Yeah, very sorry to hear this. And it's really the only sort of way we can ever prove it, and there is something that you can't do. So,
Probably too much.
The results from this X-ray will help determine the cause of the officer's death. And sadly, it's as expected.
Massive hit.
CRX 777 Metal for the first time. Pure metal reliable pure vitamin C has X peptides, 100% relief skin, 2 times faster than metal alone. Clinically proven non-dependable. New Energy CRX 777 Metal.
It's just the simple tough times, right? Just one time found special. While those with product session from quality and keen-eyed and I believe that simplicity is not just
We've got the thing there, and really highlight
Now they need to bring the teenager in for a chat.
During the interview, the young person admitted to me that he kicked the cat during the force that actually launched him into the air. So it's looking like he's going to be charged with aggravated abuse. Exactly. Hopefully he'll understand there's been often consequences from that, both the school and his personal life. Hopefully he'll learn a lesson and change his behaviour.
C'est essayé.
Flying 20 kilometers coastline makes it sometimes there's trouble in the water. And today, one of those calls is coming for Ethan Brennan.
Pops.
Emergency services in the area moving to help. Luckily for this guy, some kids have left him first.
Basically, I just support Brendan Russell with this one keep getting program. I saw a man stuck floating, 2 young kids down in the rocks, two of them quite young, so I just went down to help him out. He basically slipped. I don't know if it's upset, but we didn't know that he was responding.
So he's one lucky fisherman, but these kids spotted him and came to his rescue.
When some guys actually pick up Cardigan, but that rescue guy was still the technique. So, once all of us together right now, do the basic normal, save someone's life.
When you do this,
I was feeling very shaky. I was very worried that he was going to go under. So, because he was quite a heavy man, and yeah, I was just very scared.
He kept, touching his head, trying shot or something.
He had a ankle area, and he was trying to pull it out, but we were just going to leave it in there and let the paramedics take it up with it.
When you do this. Good.
would have been a lot worse if the both saying something like this, taking a bit of fluid into his lungs as well. So 100%, if it wasn't for those kids, that gentleman would have died today. The owner's comfortable with that all about police. How you going?
And in true Aussie style, these kids just take it all in their stride.
He let you know he's just been involved in an incident at Manly Beach. Okay, he's done something pretty cool. He grabbed a drowning rock fisherman in from the water and didn't save his life. So.
The man very lucky to a lot of victims have been killed for bushwalking or whatever it's called. I think that's what you're saying. For itself. Good on you, mate. Like,
It's 6 o'clock on Saturday evening, and almost panic and lights and sirens to a car accident.
Just hold my way back.
The driver has lost control of his ute and ended up teetering 2 metres above the creek. As they arrive at the scene, emergency services are already there.
We just arrived at an accident here. The driver's left the vehicle. There's still one person inside. The driver's currently being conveyed back to the site station for analysis. Quite serious. This is quite serious. They've got to be payment on board. What they're going to do is give the taxi pay one in the car because it's stable. They're not going to rent the trees in the area. Stabilise the car and then try to get the car off the road.
Back in the station, the driver has blown well over the limit, but the focus here is getting the passenger out of the car. Before it nosedives into the creek.
Yeah, it's quite dangerous where it is. We're trying our best now to get that person out of the car. He's got this one.
Straight after the accident, the driver got himself out of the car, leaving his car.
and they said it.
Yeah, the emergency services, they've got some metal blocks. They're going to be putting them under the front of the car to try to stabilise it.
Опять встретились. What?
If the car is fully supported, they can start to get the woman out. And there's quite a crash.
Слышишь, как не мешало?
White streets and
What?
mountain streets, everything going on. We've pushed them all.
Oh, but that's-
We don't want that snapping, obviously causing any injury to anyone.
It's a delicate operation, but slowly and surely, get the woman out. She seems uninjured, but is clearly shaken. So paramedics will take her to hospital.
Идиот.
When he exited the vehicle, then no one moves. He's getting about a mile.
Ёбаный идиот.
Down front, so, as you can see, the car is just bended.
Ёбаный идиот.
And the sound of the impact brought people out of their houses.
I was inside and we were about to eat dinner and it sounded like a massive explosion.
Я не знаю, честно, поэтому не все. Что ты мало?
After he got out, he fell back on his back. I think he really hurt himself because it sounded really bad.
So the owner of the car showing up, and also the driver at the time, he's quite upset, obviously.
He's come straight from the station, where he was charged and had his driver's license disqualified on the spot.
You got your court papers and all that sort of stuff? Okay.
And there's one more blow coming his way.
And it's going to be a costly error for him.
Ладно.
Because insurance doesn't cover these accidents when alcohol's involved when they're charged with these